Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Kevin with the AZ Campcraft channel, and I'm finally able to get back out again. It's been a little bit hard for me to get out for some overnighters last couple of months with the new job and the schedule kind of being all over the place, not having a vehicle of my own to drive around. My parents were nice enough to lend me their Subaru for a couple days, so I'm on the highway now. We're driving out not too far from East Mesa area where I'm staying right now, and we're going to be heading over to Picket Post Mountain. Try to find a place to set up there for a couple days. We got some gear to test out. Yeah, just camp and enjoy a couple days out camping. So thanks for clicking the video, guys, and I hope you enjoy. Alright guys, so we went to Picket Post Mountain and we found like 3 campsites, but nothing really all that great, nothing I'd really want to do a ground setup on and hang out for the night. Past Superior, once you go through this little canyon, there's a campground up there that I always see when I'm driving past, so I'll probably turn down the road and check it out. And if that fails, then my backup plan was just to go to Apache Lake, closer to Roosevelt Bridge. There's a campground out there that I know of that you can camp right on the lakeside, and it's usually pretty empty this time of year. So yeah guys, this is the plan for now, and we'll check back once we find out or figure out where we're staying. Alright guys, so we're currently leaving Oak Flat Campground, which is a campground that's in between Superior and Globe. And I've driven past this a million times, never have pulled over to check it out, so I wanted to pull over and check it out. And I mean, it's not bad. I'm not gonna stay here tonight, but it is a decent little campground. It goes down to a wash basically. There's some water down there right now, and there's, I don't know how many sites, but a bunch of scattered sites. Got a picnic table, fire pit, and all that. And there's even a couple grass huts right at the entrance. So now we're back out onto the highway, and I'm just gonna drive to Globe. We're gonna hit a gas station there, fill up there since I didn't do that in Superior, and we're just gonna head right to Apache Lake. So I'll bring you back when we're at the campground, and hopefully we can get a nice site right on the edge of the water. I don't see it being an issue. I don't really see anybody else being there, at least to camp overnight at the specific place that I'm thinking of. So we'll bring you back. The area I was going to is called Lower Burnt Corral. It's more primitive. I mean, still there's rock fire rings and a couple picnic tables, and then there's a vault toilet somewhere over in that area, just one around all the campgrounds. So it's actually closed right now. See, the road's closed. At least the campground itself isn't closed. The road to get to it is closed. The campground I'm driving through right now is marked sites, and you can see there's that little black thing on the bar there. That's to clip your ticket to that you buy. So it's like 4:30 and the sun's going down, and I've already driven around to like 5 different places today to just find somewhere to camp real quick. So I ended up buying the pass. So you see, you attach it to the post, you keep one in your car. It was 12 bucks per night, so I paid $24. So I paid for 2 nights. I drove around all the campsites here, and I found a nice one. There's only 2 other people here besides the host right now. And I found this spot right here. It's site number 34. And I got some picnic tables and a grill in my way. It's right on the water. We're just gonna take this over for tonight. Get some dinner going, get set up real quick. Show you the campsite. You can park right here. Go down. There's 2 picnic tables here. We got the grill and the fire pit. The fire pit's pretty low, so I'm just gonna set my shelter up right to the side of it here. Leave all my gear. It's just a short walk back to there. I can leave all the firewood in the car, leave my tote in the car, and the food and everything else I brought. So I'm gonna get set up real quick and we'll bring you back. It's pretty much set up over here. I got my Polish lavvu half shelter set up right next to the fire pit. The wind's kind of blowing all the smoke right to the side of it. For now, at least, I can sit down here and enjoy the fire. And I was gonna start getting dinner going. Well, I am gonna start getting dinner going, but I was going to make some dove, cook up some dove here. Went out on the last day of dove season with my buddies Jeremy and Chelsea, and was able to get 5 or 6, I can't remember. I brought the breast meat along here. It's the dove meat there, and I got the coffee spit with me somewhere or another. Oh, here it is. Got the coffee spit here, but the sun's already down behind the mountain over there, and I'm getting pretty hungry, so I'm just gonna I brought some hot dogs and some bread. I'm just gonna cook those up nice and simple. I got this little grill thing here. You can throw some burgers or dogs in there and just put it over the fire. So once we get some more coals, I'll just cook the hot dogs like that. I'm gonna save the dove for tomorrow because I'd like to film that and get some good shots of it and not be all dark. I brought some kidney beans. I got grape tomatoes. I got a bell pepper, onion, some chives. Forgot a tortilla. Make up a little burrito or a soft taco. So it'd just be all the fixings of dove tacos or burritos, just without a tortilla. So it should still be really good. We'll go ahead and take our welcome shot. Got my little Stanley kit here, Hidden Wisdom sticker, 1 single shot glass in there, but I got a flask with a little bit of whiskey, and I brought 6 beers along with me. And over here I got my day ruck, Hidden Wisdom day ruck. It's just hanging from a tree. I got the side pouches and everything. After I get back, I'm gonna make a video on this pack and what I keep in my kit, my bushcraft kit, or really just when I go out for an overnighter or 2. So brought along a bunch of knives to play with, some game shears in case I see some quail, but since I'm camping here, I probably won't see much of anything. I can walk up and down the lake here though and try for some duck, as long as I'm a 1/4 mile away from any manned structure. Anyways guys, that's how we're looking for the first night. So I'm going to finish getting some things out of the car, like I said, get everything straightened up and organized here, and then we're just going to be relaxing tonight. So we're all set up. This is our view here. Not bad. Wish this barbecue box wasn't there, but got the fire nice and close. And got the lake out there. Nice little sunset going. But anyways, oh, forgot to grab the flask out of the car. I'm gonna grab the flask, take a welcome shot. So I only brought a little flask along, probably about a 6 ounce or so. We got a shot poured in there. So Let's take the welcome shot. Cheers, guys. Alright, and I also brought along, it'll focus here, a 6-pack of this Big Blue Van made from a local brewery. It's a blueberry wheat beer, and I've grown to like this quite a bit. It's delicious, very refreshing beer. So I have a couple of these tonight, maybe one more shot, and enjoy the fire, enjoy the lake, enjoy the rest of the sunset here. Typically this isn't the type of campground I'd stay at, but since it's this time of year and it's empty, I will. Where there's really nobody here, then I will come and stay in areas like this because they are nice. It's just typically when you want to go camping, so does everybody else, and areas like this just get way too crowded and it's not a good time. Yeah, we're looking good. It's nice to get out again. It's nice to get away and just be out again, have a fire, and just relax, be outdoors. Finally getting some dinner going. So I just grabbed a $1 pack of hot dogs at Walmart before I left. Kind of fancying it up a little bit. I have some of this steakhouse onion and aged cheddar cheese. Some ember room here. And we're gonna set the grill. You can barely see it, but threw some lettuce on there for good measure. Crushed it down. Now it's just time to eat before it gets cold out. It's decently chilly out right now, so I'm gonna get to eating this and quit trying to film it. So, they actually ended up being pretty delicious. That cheese is delicious. Them dollar hot dogs, not so good. But when cooked over a fire and stuffed with cheese, 6 times the price of the hot dogs. Not bad. The onions, tomatoes, lettuce, and the French bread just brought it all together. Delicious. I thoroughly enjoyed that meal. So 3 hot dogs stuffed with that fancy cheese, a little bit of mayo, a little bit of barbecue sauce, tomato, lettuce, onion, French bread loaf. Good. Morning, guys. So it's the next day. I learned that my Climate sleeping pad just doesn't stay inflated anymore, so that's nice. Anyways, last night it's been pretty windy. It started getting windy last night. I don't know what time, but I'd say probably around 3 in the morning or so, and it was blowing my little candle lantern around, so I took that down. When I was hanging out and I had a jar of peanuts that I was snacking on, and it sounded like they got blown over and then started rolling like the wind was pushing them. But I got up and I turned my flashlight on, and there's a raccoon that came up right next to my bed and grabbed my little jar of peanuts and rolled them. I found them in the bush, so as not to leave litter here. But little raccoon, I put the light on him probably about there, and he rolled it down the hill there, went into the bushes, and he munched the rest of my peanuts. So it was the middle of the night, I was tired, and it was windy, and I figured just let him have them. So I'm just going around and collecting some firewood, some things that aren't as big as these logs I got. The mesquite's just hardwood, and the axe I brought isn't splitting them. So yeah, those are basically just going to go on as big logs. They burn slow, but the coals from last night, I mean, it's all ash over top, and I moved some of the ash away, but that's pumping off a really good amount of heat still. Mesquite, it burns slow, it lasts long, and it puts out a lot of good heat. I'm actually just going to grab my pan, throw it into the coals, and see if it's going to be able to get it hot enough to cook up some hash browns and some eggs right now. good. Give it a final little sprinkling of some Boar's Night Out White Lightning here with the double garlic butter. This stuff is delicious. I've found myself putting it on just about every single thing I eat lately. I'm gonna go enjoy breakfast down here by the lake. So I've just slowly been walking around and finding firewood to gather, cutting dead branches off of trees, things like that, bringing it back to camp. If you've been watching my channel for a little bit, you know I did 6 months where I quit my job and I moved out of my house, and I lived in this micro camper that I built the interior of. I did that for 6 months. I was going for a year, but the transmission of my vehicle gave out at the 6-month mark. So I had to come home. Another fish just jumped right there. But I had to come back to my hometown and get a job and start saving some money for a place again. And I got to fix the car. And so it's been hard for me to get out and just do some camping and enjoy some time away. Yeah, it's been nice. I've had this whole spot to myself. During the summer, this probably gets crowded, or even in like 2 months come March, I bet this place is just crowded all the time with people, campers. There's like 71 sites here. I bet you it gets full all the time, and I'm sure it's loud, and people are speeding by on their boats and everything, and that's the time of year I wouldn't want to come. Alright, so I'm gonna get this fire going here. I got this stuff to try out. It's called Pyro Putty. This is the summer's blend. There's a winter blend and an eco blend, and they're all rated for different temperatures and stuff. That has fibrous material in it that you can expose. A good sized glob of it, like the size of a nickel, will burn up to 8 minutes or so. There's a lot of cool features about this stuff. I can leave a link in the description if I remember. But yeah, I'm just trying to expose the fibers in this a bit. I got my TBS Ama bushcraft knife here from the bushcraft store. So we'll give it a shot. There we go. So it's not too bad. The metal burned for quite a long time. I got a bunch of smaller sticks here just to get this going as quick as possible, because I'd like to get dinner cooking before it gets dark. We'll just hold this above till they light up, which doesn't take long when you prepare. Anyways guys, that was that Pyro Putty. Comes in a 2-ounce tin. Go a long way. It's a good thing to keep in your kit, just in case you ever need to get a fire going quickly, or in a wet environment, or the rain, or you know, there's a number of different situations. And then that all goes back into the Hidden Woodsman fire bag. Dove on the coffee spit. We're going to give it a sprinkling of seasoning here. Okay guys, so here it is in all its glory. I already started eating it, but and I mixed it up a bit. But I had to go check on the GoPro, make sure the battery wasn't dead doing the time lapse. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to show you the finished product. So I cut up a bunch of this steakhouse onion aged cheddar, and I mixed it in here while it's hot so it'd melt. I have some lettuce with me for BLT tomorrow, so I shredded up some of that, threw it in there. We got grape tomatoes, orange bell pepper, onion, the pieces of dove right here. Yeah, everything, and I put some chives on top, and it's delicious. Very, very satisfying meal right now, and super cool because I went out 3, maybe 4 days ago and hunting for the dove. So, it's delicious. Very good meal, and a nice one to have while you're out camping. So guys, I'm gonna get this dinner finished and keep the fire kind of low for now until it gets a little bit darker, and then I'll start throwing on those bigger logs, and we're just gonna be relaxing tonight. That was one of the better meals I've had while camping. Really, really good. Me and my friends make dove tacos every year during the season, and dove's great for tacos. So this turned out delicious, as I expected, and it was nice to have them slow roasted over the fire on the coffee spit like that. You get that. I'm burning mesquite wood here, so got the mesquite smoke flavor on the dove breast. And it also crisped up nice, as most things do when you cook them on a fire. So, and you know that also makes it taste better. So, all in all, great dinner. So it's like 2 in the morning, and I keep getting woken up by these raccoons. There's like 5 of them running out around there. These damn trash pandas. They were just fighting or something right now. It sounded like a cat fight or a wolverine growl or something. I don't know. It was a weird thing to wake up to. It's just like, what the hell is that noise? Pop my head out of the sleeping bag, and a raccoon right there. They were fighting about something. And yeah, I don't know. They're fighting about something out there. Not right now, but a minute ago they were. And it sounded like they're bouncing around in the water too. So always fun getting woken up, not sleeping good, and there's just this giant rock jabbing into my ribs underneath the tent right now. And since my pad doesn't blow up anymore, it's been real comfortable. Well, good morning, guys. It's about 9:30 in the morning right now, and I was gonna cook up a quick breakfast before I packed up and got out of here, but I think I'm just gonna pack up and leave, start heading home. I didn't sleep good at all last night with those raccoons coming up and messing around right next to my camp all night. They kept waking me up because I'd hear something scurrying around, or they start fighting down by the shoreline. It was just uncomfortable night, tossing and turning all night, trying to sleep on my side. My right side hip is all bruised, it feels like. It's just sore. It was just an uncomfortable sleep. So I really didn't sleep much, maybe an hour at a time. And I'd be up for 20-30 minutes trying to get back to sleep. Yeah, anyways guys, I'm gonna just start getting everything packed up, get the car loaded up. We'll get the fire put out, that mesquite wood and all those giant logs I burnt last night. It's still pumping out a good amount of heat. So I'll grab a gallon of water out of the car and we'll dump it on there, go fill it up at the lake, and continue to dump on it and stir it up until everything's good and put out, and then we'll head home. Alright guys, and the fire is out, full of water. Stirred it around a bit. Everything is good. I'm gonna hang out at the edge of the lake just for a little bit longer, just enjoy it for a few more minutes before I get out of here. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you on the next one.